In 2026, AI is everywhere, but there's one human skill it still can't replace. And those who master will earn more than ever. In 2026, something unusual is happening in the world of work. Something most people didn't expect. The more advanced artificial intelligence becomes, the more valuable certain types of human work are becoming. And at first it sounds completely backwards because for years we were told that AI would replace humans, take jobs, and make human effort less important. But the reality turning into a pattern now is different. AI is extremely powerful when it comes to speed, repetition, data processing, and automation. It can write, analyze, calculate, and even create a level that feels almost human. But what it cannot fully replicate is real human depth, emotion, intuition, originality, and complex decision-making in unpredictable situations. And because of this limitation, something interesting begins to happen in the market. The more tasks AI takes over, the more the remaining human tasks become rare. And when something becomes rare, it becomes more valuable, which means human work is slowly transforming from something common into something premium, almost like a luxury skill. And people who understand this shift early are starting to position themselves differently. Instead of competing with AI on speed or cost, they are focusing on areas where human presence cannot be replaced easily, such as creativity that feels authentic, communication that builds trust, storytelling that connects emotionally, leadership that inspires real people, and problem solving that requires context and judgment beyond raw data. And this is where the opportunity lies, because companies, clients, and audiences are beginning to notice the difference between something generated by AI and something crafted by a human with intention and depth. And even though AI content is everywhere, it often feels generic, predictable, and lacking a personal touch. So when someone delivers something that feels real, unique, and human, it stands out immediately, and that attention turns into value, and that value turns into higher income potential. And this is why in 2026 we are seeing a shift where basic skills are becoming automated and devalued, while advanced human skills are becoming premium and highly paid. And the people who struggle are the ones trying to compete directly with AI, doing repetitive tasks that machines can do faster and cheaper, while the people who thrive are those who adapt, who step into roles that require human judgment, empathy, creativity, and strategic thinking. And this doesn't mean you ignore AI. In fact, the smartest approach is to use AI as a tool, not as a replacement, to amplify your output while keeping your human edge. Because when you combine AI efficiency with human uniqueness, you create something extremely powerful, something that is both scalable and valuable. And this combination is what defines the new winners in the 2026 economy. And another important factor is perception. People are starting to value human-made work more simply because it is human, just like handmade products often cost more than factory-made ones. Even if the quality is similar, the story, the authenticity, and the connection increase perceived value. And the same logic now applies to skills and services. A human touch becomes a differentiator, and that differentiation allows you to charge more, stand out, and build stronger relationships. And over time, this creates a gap between those who rely purely on automation and those who leverage their humanity as an asset. And that gap continues to grow. And what makes this even more powerful is that human skills can evolve, adapt, and improve in ways AI cannot fully predict. Because humans learn from experience, emotion, and context, not just data. And this gives them an advantage in uncertain environments where rules are not fixed and outcomes are not guaranteed. And as industries continue to change rapidly, that adaptability becomes one of the most valuable traits in the market. And this is why human work is not disappearing. It is transforming, becoming more specialized, more meaningful, and more valuable. And those who understand this shift will not only survive, but thrive. Because instead of being replaced by AI, they position themselves above it, using it as leverage while focusing on what makes them uniquely human. And that is the key difference between those who struggle in 2026 and those who succeed. It's not about fighting AI. It's about understanding where you fit in a world where machines handle predictable and humans dominate the exceptional. And once you see this clearly, your entire approach to work, skills, and income begins to change. You stop chasing low-value tasks and start building high-value capabilities. You stop thinking in terms of effort and start thinking in terms of impact. And that shift is what turns ordinary work into a premium, high-income opportunity in the age of AI. The rise of AI in 2026 has completely transformed the job market, And if you've been holding on to traditional career paths, it's time to wake up because what once guaranteed a high salary is disappearing at an unprecedented rate. The $300,000 jobs that were once seen as untouchable are vanishing, leaving many professionals scrambling to find alternative sources of income. The shift is not just gradual, but exponential as AI systems become smarter, faster, and more capable of performing tasks that previously required years of human expertise. The reality is that companies are now investing heavily in AI-powered solutions that reduce the need for high-cost human labor while increasing efficiency and profit margins. If you're not adapting to this new environment, you risk being left behind while your peers are leveraging AI to create multiple income streams. The first step is understanding that the value of human work is shifting from routine technical skills to strategic thinking, creativity, and problem solving. AI can now analyze data, predict trends, and even write content, but it cannot replace the unique insight that humans provide in decision-making. The next move is to identify niches where AI can be your partner rather than your competitor. By integrating AI into your workflow, you can automate repetitive tasks, freeing up time to focus on higher value work that commands premium rates. Online platforms now offer opportunities to monetize AI skills, from creating AI-driven content to managing automated business systems. Even small AI side projects can generate substantial income if positioned correctly in the market. The key is to think like a business owner and not just an employee. Leverage AI to scale your efforts and reach. Digital entrepreneurship is no longer optional. It's essential if you want to maintain or grow your income in the next few years. Understanding emerging AI tools, staying ahead of trends, and learning to implement them in practical ways will differentiate you from the majority who are still clinging to outdated job models.